Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today. This will be your weekly reading for the week of December 29th through January 4th, and I'd like to wish everyone out there a very happy new year. During that time, we'll have a waning crescent. We'll move into the new moon on the 1st of January, and then a waxing crescent. So, the first part is a time of surrender and rest and healing. And then a new moon on January 1st, really good time for a fresh start, new beginnings. And then waxing crescent is just kind of a time to really focus on those new beginnings and planning and working on things. So just a little heads up on the moon energy that we'll have for this week. This will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, Gemini, your overall message card. Take time to breathe out. And I just had that card in the last reading for Taurus. So I think all of us are taking that time just to rest, breathe out a little bit. Getting through the holidays can be a little stressful. And approaching the energy of the new year and the new moon. So, all right, cards are going to be difficult. As I'm shuffling the tarot, I would like to remind you to learn something new this week. Pick a topic that you've had, maybe some minor interest in, and really take time to just deep dive and focus on it. Set aside an hour or two, even if it's just a little bit of time, and study, take notes, and really absorb what you're learning. So, just my little reminder for the week. Okay, Gemini, for the 29th through the 4th. Gemini, December 29th through January 4th. Take time to breathe out. All right, Gemini, let's see what you guys have going on this week. Your present energy. All right, 7 of Swords. So, this can be, are you leaving some thoughts behind and taking some with you? Are you having some new thoughts or some new messaging coming in? Again, this is a time to breathe out. So this could be also just a time to really think about that air energy, that thoughts, your intellect. And what are you running away with? Maybe you're heading into the new year with some new ideas. So, this can be kind of a card of theft or a hidden agenda. So that could be some messaging that's around you. And again, this could just be you kind of moving on. You're taking the things that you've learned from the last year, your last recent cycle, and you're kind of moving ahead with those things. What's your current situation? More swords. So a little bit of anxiety here. And, just wondering, how did I get here? How did I get here with these thoughts? So a lot of this sword energy, this just air energy. Again, this could be messaging or thoughts that you're having. So what is on your mind this week, Gemini? At the root of your situation is some judgment. So maybe you've recently made a decision here that's just kind of affecting your way of thinking. Made a decision, and was it the right decision? Maybe not. Let's keep going and see what happens here. Recent past is kind of sitting in that reminiscent energy that this is definitely kind of an enjoy the moment. And so you've done that in your past, but it looks like you've made some decision about something here. And it could have been spawned by that, by just maybe something in your past that's making you think of it of a new way of being, or it's triggered something in you, and just some anxiety that's coming up. What's on your mind this week is the Chariot. Okay, so getting ready to make a move on something, and it looks like it's something internal. It's something you've made a judgment on here, a decision about, and it's kind of sparked from something in your past, or maybe you're looking at your way of being in your past, and you're kind of thinking through, like, I want to make this decision to move on intellectually in a different way, in a new way. And this Chariot is you kind of, again, you're taking time to breathe out, but you're also preparing for this move. I always call the Chariot the packing the car before the trip card. It's you're just kind of getting ready. You're getting your ducks in a row, as you think about this change, this judgment that you've had. What's just ahead of you? All right, Three of Swords. So, this is maybe this judgment comes with some heartbreak and some sorrow. And in that position, that's what you're going to have to do this week, is just kind of get through this. And again, this is because it's sword energy. These could just be thoughts that are on your mind, and it's maybe hard to let something go from the past. But this card tells me you can work your way out of this, and it's not going to be the most pleasant thing, as you're making whatever decisions you've made about this recent judgment here. And your advice position is the Queen of Cups. So you're going to want to bring your your ability to understand not only your emotions but the people around you. This is just some sensitivity, um being generous and compassionate, having some patience, I guess, is. And so be patient through this, and looks like it's be patient with yourself. There might be some other people involved in this situation. Anytime I see cards that have more than one person, it makes me think that it could just be you, but it looks like you're also going to have to be patient with people around you, as maybe this judgment that you're making is affecting others in some way. But yeah, a little bit of sadness, but and maybe go ahead and feel those emotions. Feel the emotions as you're as you move into this decision. It could be that you're letting go of something, and sometimes you just need to stop and feel that for a minute, and recognize that it is an emotional time, and you have to let yourself feel those feelings so that you can kind of put it behind you and move on into a better place. What's beyond your control this week? More swords. Beyond your control is you're going to be moving away, and I always think towards these other new thoughts, these better things. This is and again, with other people in the cards, this is a situation that involves other people around you also, some judgment. um but you're getting ready. Again, with this Chariot card, it's on your mind to make the changes that you need to make to get ready for those changes, even though that's beyond your control. They're going to happen anyway. Try to do the things that you can to kind of best control the situation and prepare yourself as this movement starts to take place. Secret desire, what you're trying to avoid. Okay, Six of Pentacles. This is a card of charity and gifts and generosity. And again, when there's other people in the card, especially on this one, I always ask, are you in this giving position here, or are you in this receiving position? And this could be some give and take. Again, this is something that's it's your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid. Are you avoiding giving or taking, or is your secret desire to give or to take? So something to really ponder upon this week, especially in this situation where there's been some sort of judgment here. And think about that. Think about your energy, in that giving and taking. And sometimes they say it's better to give, and sometimes it's very hard for some people to receive. So if that's beyond your control, or something you're trying to avoid, if someone is reaching out to you this week, either in a material way or an emotional way, and trying to give of themselves to you, be cognizant of that, and make sure that you're in a position where you can receive that type of energy. In your outcome position is the Moon card. Okay, so something this is the card of mysterious paths. This is kind of seeing your way through the night. This could be, something in your dreamscape, some dream that you've had. And the fact that this is your outcome, this tells me that this isn't really going to wrap up this week. This is going to be something that's ongoing, but do take the time to breathe out. Don't let yourself stress through it. Feel the emotions of this change that you're preparing for. There's a lot of swords energy here, a lot of thought and communication about this, and a lot of other people in this reading. So I would say that tarot is a template. This could be in so many different areas of life. This could be a judgment on making some change with your job, with your living situation. But it seems like it does involve other people, and you're just going to have to relax a little bit throughout this week, because it's not really going to resolve. You're kind of moving into a murky future that you can't really pinpoint what the outcome is going to be, or even what the steps. What am I trying to say here? That there's just a mystery to it. It could be that you're moving forward and you're not quite sure exactly where it's going, if that makes sense to you. What's being hidden from you this week is the Death card. So some sort of ending that maybe you're moving towards, and that's why it's so mysterious here with the Moon card. This could be, death doesn't have to be, actual death. But there could be. It could be that there's, some death that's around you this week or coming up for you this week. But it's also, this is an ending. But it's definitely hidden from you, and there's just some mystery when it comes to this. But if this is an ending that you're starting to feel, they're just make sure you're trying to stay emotionally balanced, because you are definitely, it's going to move forward. And it looks like it's just kind of out of your control that this movement is going to be happening. So very interesting, Gemini. Again, this could be, I'm going to look over these cards again. This could be so many different areas of your life. But quite a few major arcana here on the table, 4 of them. So it's something major, and it's something that you don't definitely have all of the information yet. And it looks like you're gathering that information to kind of prepare yourself as you move forward. Again, the advice is take time to breathe out. Don't try to stress through this whole, whatever the situation is for you. Just remember to breathe in, breathe out. If it's going to be a little bit heavy this week, just breathe your way through it. Your final message here from the Soul Oracle deck: strengthen your gifts. And what are those gifts for you? Um, you know, Geminis tend to be very versatile, very communicative, a lot of talking. You may need to talk to the people around you as you're kind of working through this, and let them be there for you to get you through, these feelings of, kind of heartbreak and sadness. And as you're, again, this situation where you're thinking about the past, but you're taking your swords and running off, taking your thoughts and running off. Make sure that um that the people around you kind of know what you're going through this week, and let them in. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Let them in. If it's harder for you to receive messages and communications that are emotional in nature, maybe relax a little bit this week and let that come in for you, and let the people around you help you through the situation. That looks like it's going to be, again, you're not sure where this goes. This is like the start of something that's not really coming to completion this week. This may be something that goes on for weeks or months. That this is just something where you're in it, and it might not completely resolve. You might not be feeling the sadness of it, as time moves forward, that may get lighter, but it looks like there's just kind of a mysterious path ahead of you. You're not really quite sure where it takes you. So, Gemini, I wish you the best of luck with this situation. Again, this could be in a lot of different areas of different people's lives, but that's kind of the energy, is just, collecting, gathering that information as you move on with your thoughts and your ideas kind of into a murky future where it's not like there's a very clear direction. So, if you're interested, come back next week. We'll see if this situation continues, or we'll see if there's some totally new energy that comes up for you. I really appreciate your time with me here. So, um, if you're comfortable with sharing, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys are going through. I'd love to get that kind of feedback. And I will have some extra time coming up for private readings. If that's something you're interested in, certainly drop me an email and I will let you know, excuse me, when that time becomes available. So thanks so much. If you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. It'll really help my channel and I'd really appreciate that. So Gemini, my heart goes out to you. I hope you get through this week and get on the other side of this, and maybe this murky mystery kind of clears up for you a little bit more next week. So good luck with this, and thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.